Today we go for on the last lecture we have discussed the example based on the windowing method. Today we go for the solution of the examples based on the frequency sampling method. So just note down the first example. Determine the filter coefficients. My screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just note down the first example. Determine the filter coefficients h of n of a linear phase FIR of length m is equal to 15, which is symmetric unit impulse response and the frequency response that satisfies the following condition: h 2 pi k by 15 is equal to 1 for the values of k from 0 to 3 and 0 for the values of k from 4 to 7. Okay, so we have to solve this using the frequency sampling method. Here the few things are already mentioned, that is a linear phase FIR filter is given, length is mentioned, m is equal to 15, which is odd number, as a symmetric unit impulse response, so the filter type is symmetric, and the frequency response is given to you, that is h 2 pi k by 15 is equal to 1 to 1 for the values of k from 0 to 3 and 0 for the values of 4 to 7. Okay, as this filter is symmetric, only first 8 sample values are given to you, remaining 7 values are the repetition of that. Okay, so let me provide you the solution of first example. Okay, so here we can write this h of k like this. Mod of h of k, we define this mod of h of k is equal to 1 for the values of k from 0 to 3, which is already given, and then 0 to 7 is given to you, that is 0, and again the 4 samples are repetition of that. So for the values of k from 4 to 11 you are having the 0 value, and again you are getting the 1 value from the sample 12 to 14. Okay, so this is how we represent the sample from 0 to 14. Value 1 for 0 to 3, 0 for the value of 4 to 11, and 1 for the value of k from 12 to 14. Okay, now we are writing the equation for the impulse, calculating the impulse function. We are applying this equation: h of n is equal to 1 by m h0 plus twice of summation from k is equal to 1 to m minus 1 by 2. As m is having the odd number, we are taking this. We have to calculate the real part of h of k e raised to j 2 pi k n divided by m. Okay, for frequency sampling method, in last lecture we have discussed one example. When we discuss the frequency sampling method, we solve one example, and that we have taken the data based on the some tables are given. For alpha is equal to 0, alpha is equal to 1 by 2, if values are symmetric, values are antisymmetric. For that we have to follow that table. So instead of following that table, we are taking these values, this equation this time, which is nothing but the simplified form of that particular table. So instead of remember all the table and all, you can use this table or this equation for the symmetric case. So h of n, now we are applying the values whatever given in this example. H of n is equal to 1 by m. So m is having the value 15, so 1 by 15. h0 having the value 1 plus twice of k is equal to 1, k is equal to 1 to 7, real value of h of k e raised to j 2 pi k n by 15. H of n is equal to 1 by 15, in the bracket now I am writing 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 7, real part h of k. Here we can represent this h of k by this e raised to minus j omega m minus 1 by 2 into e raised to j 2 pi k n by 15. Okay, so now we apply the value of omega and m in value of m in this equation and simplify it. So now h of omega, so whatever we have written earlier, here we have written this e raised to minus j omega m minus 1 by 2. This equation comes from this, if we are representing the ideal frequency response, hd omega, which can be written like this: e raised to minus j omega m minus 1 by 2 for the values of omega from 0 to pi by 2, and for the values of pi by 2 to pi you are having the 0 value. Okay, as omega having the value 2 pi k by 15. General equation of omega is 2 pi k by m. 2 pi k by m. So here m is equal to 15. So we are taking 2 pi k by 15. So when you apply this value, your HDK means instead of continuous signal, now you are taking the sample signal. Okay. So here e raised to j 2 pi k by 15 into 7, and the range is 0 to omega. Here we have to apply the value of omega, that is 2 pi k by 15 less than or equal to pi by 2. And for the rest means pi by 2 to pi, you are having the 0 value. So this is how you can define the HDK. Okay, and the same HDK we are using in the equation over here. So here mod of h of k having the value 1 for 0 to 3. Okay, so mod of h of k having this value 1 for 0 less than or equal to k less than or equal to 3. For the rest, the values are 0. So we are applying this simplification. So h of n is equal to 1 by 15 in bracket 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 3. And instead of calculating all the values, because rest of the values are 0 and remaining value we can calculate with the help of symmetricity. So we are calculating only the value where our function having the value 1. So that is 1 to 3. And real part of e raised to minus j 14 pi k by 15 into e raised to j 2 pi k n by 15. So when you simplify this, your final equation will be 1 by 15 in bracket 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 3. K is equal to 1 to 3 cos 2 pi k n minus 7 by 15. Okay, now in this equation, you have to apply the values of n from 0 to 15 and calculate the value of h of n for the means n is equal to 0 to 15. So just a second. Here when we apply this S0 as we have written earlier, with the help of symmetricity we can find the remaining values. So here first we have to calculate the values of H0 to H7. Okay, remaining values are just a repetition. With the help of symmetry we can write the answer for that. So H0 is same as H14, H1 is same as H13, H2 is same as H12. Similarly H3, H11, H4, H10, H5, H9 and last one H6, H8. Okay, so first calculate all the values from H0 to H7. So here you are getting these values: minus 0.05, 0.041, 0.066, minus 0.036, minus 1.108, 0.0034, 0.3188 and last one value is 0.466. Okay, just note down the answer, and if you have any query you can ask. Then we go for the next example. Today, if you have any query, you can please unmute and ask, because I am taking this lecture from my mobile due to power cut in my area. So I am unable to visualize your messages in the Google Meet. So if you have any query, you can just unmute and ask.
Sir, can you show the limit in the previous slide?
Okay, this one.
So we have taken h of 2 pi by k by 15 equal to 1 for k is equals to 0 and 3, and again 1 for 12 to 14, and we have not used it here.
Yeah, why? Because that is nothing but with the help of symmetricity we can write. So that we have just shown you, because in our equation what is given to you, k for k is equal to 0 to 3 you are having value 1, and for 4 to 7 you are having value 0. This is only given in your main example. Okay, just a second, let me show you this here. This is the first statement: 2 pi k by 15 is equal to 1 for the value of k 0 to 3 and 0 for 4 to 7. Okay, and from this we have derived this. With the help of symmetricity we can write mod of h of k, that is 1 for 0 to 3, 0 for 4 to 11 and 1 for 12 to 14. Okay, so that we have written. But now as we seen this, main values mod of h of k is equal to 1 for 0 to 3. Remaining value we can calculate with the help of symmetricity. Okay, so that way we change the limits from 1 to 3 instead of 1 to 7, or not 1 to 7 but 1 to 3 over here. It will give you the same value as you are getting 12 to 14 also. So that way here limits are changed.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, all of you just note down these equations and example. Then we go for the next one. Okay, all of you, now note down the next example. Determine the filter coefficients h of n of a linear phase FIR of length m is equal to 15, which is symmetric unit impulse response, and the frequency response that satisfy the condition coefficients h 2 pi k by 15 is equal to 1 for the values of k from 0 to 3, 0.4 for the value of k is equal to 4, and 0 for the values of k from 5 to 7. Okay, please note down this example and try to solve using these equations. Okay, please try to solve this example, and as you are getting the H0 to H15 coefficient, please share the answer with me. Okay, this is how we can define the h of k. 1 for the values 0 to k is 0.4 for the value of k is equal to 4, 0 for the values of 5 to 10, and again 0.4 k is equal to 11, and 1 for the values 12 to 14. Okay, 0.4 at the place 4, and after, as it is m total number of samples are 15, so odd number m minus 1 by 2, so that is 7. So after 7 sample you will get the repetition. So k is equal to 4 and k is equal to 11 having the same value, that is 0.4. So now we are writing this equation. H of n is equal to h0 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to m minus 1 by 2, real part of h of k e raised to j 2 pi kn by m. Okay. Now again applying the value of m, you will get the next equation in which m is equal to 15 and the limits are changed from k is equal to 1 to 7. Okay. Now based on the above formation, try to modify the limits and find out the answers. Okay, here mod of h of k is equal to 1 for the values of k from 0 to 3, and mod of h of k having value 0.4 for two places, that is 4 and 11. Okay, so now we are modifying the limits as per this statement. So h of n I am taking, that is 1 by 15, 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 3. We are writing the real part e raised to minus j 14k by 15 into e raised to j 2 pi kn by 15. Okay, so first part remain as it is. In second part we are writing this, that is, now we are writing 1 plus 2 summation k is equal to 1 to 3, real part of e raised to minus j 2 pi k n minus 7 divided by 15, and the value means we are writing the first part means 0 to 3 we are having one value, and 0.4 for the place 4, and 11 you will get the by use of the symmetry, so we are writing only for the 4 value. So that is 2 re 0.4 e raised to minus j 2 pi. Instead of k, now I am writing the value 4 over there. So 0.4 e raised to minus j 2 pi 4 n minus 7 by 15. So when you simplify this, you will get the final equation. H of n is equal to 1 by 15 summation from, sorry, not summation, but in bracket 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 3 cos 2 pi k n minus 7 by 15, which is same as your previous equation, but whatever value 0.4 is given, based on that you will get the second part of this equation, that is 0.8 cos 8 pi n minus 7 by 15. Okay, now again calculate the values from h to 7 and remaining value you will get with the help of symmetry. Okay, find out the values and share your answer with me. Anybody got the any of the points from H0 to H7? Please share your answer if you are getting that. Okay, please note down the answer. H0 minus 0.0143, H1 minus 0.002, H2.04, H3.0122, H4 minus 0.091, H5 minus 0.0181, H6 0.313, and last one H7, that is 0.520. Okay, so these are your impulse responses, or you consider coefficients H0 to H14. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
If
can you,
anybody have any query,
yeah.
yeah.
Sir, can you explain how h of k is 0.4 at k equal to 4? I'm confused in that.
Which value? H4.
H of k equal to 0.4 at k equal to 4.
Okay,
Means
that is
how we
already
get
given in your
the value.
that is given in the statement only. Whatever example statement is given in that h of 2 pi k by 15 having value 1 for the k is equal to 0 to 3 and 0.4 for the value k is equal to 4. That is already mentioned.
And sir, how we put it in the real equation? Can you explain again?
Yeah, yeah, I'm showing that. And real equation, we are taking this real part of this 0.4 value, whatever 0.4 value that I'm applying over here, e raised to j 2 pi k. So instead of k, I'm writing the value 4 because this particular part of the equation is applicable for the value of k for 4 only. Okay, so here instead of k, just a second, instead of k I am writing the value 4, 2 pi k 4 in bracket n minus 7 by 15. Okay, so when you multiply this 2 and 4, you are getting 8 pi n minus 7 by 15. Is it okay, Ekta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, all of you please note down this answer. Then we go for the next example, or just take the screenshot of this. Okay, note down the next example and try to solve using frequency sampling method. Design a low pass filter using frequency sampling technique having cutoff frequency of pi by 2 radian per sample. The filter should have linear phase and length of 17. Okay, here you have to design a low pass filter using frequency sampling technique having cutoff frequency that is given pi by 2 radian per sample. The filter should have a linear phase and length of filter is 17. Okay, please write down the equations and try to find out the answer of this example yourself. All of you please try to solve this example and calculate the value of h of n. Here n is equal to 0 to 16. Okay, here you have to write the ideal low pass filter frequency response that I am writing over here. HD omega is equal to e raised to minus j omega m minus 1 by 2. Here cutoff frequency is given pi by 2. So the range is 0 to omega less than or equal to pi by 2 and 0 for the values of pi by 2 to pi. Okay, here omega is equal to 2 pi k by m. So that value you have to write is 2 pi k by 17. Okay, in the above equation, you replace the value of m with 17. So you are getting e raised to minus j8 omega and the value of omega is from 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so when you apply this value of omega in this, your final equation will be e raised to in the form of k. So that is not hd omega but hdk, means sampled output, e raised to minus j 16 pi k divided by 17, 0 less than or equal to k less than or equal to 17 by 4, and 0 17 by 4 less than or equal to k less than or equal to 17 by 2. From where we are getting this value 17 by 4 and 17 by 2, because your range is 0 to 2 pi k, 0 less than or equal to 2 pi k by 17 less than or equal to pi by 2. If you solve this to get the value of k, your answer will be, that will be, suppose you write 2 pi k by 17 is equal to pi by 2, and then you simplify, you are getting the value of k, that is 17 by 4. So that's why we replace the range of k, or modify this equation to define in terms of k. So 0 less than or equal to k less than or equal to 17 by 4. Similarly, in the second part, we have written the limits, that is pi by 2 less than or equal to 2 pi k by 17 less than or equal to pi. So we have written first part is 17 by 4. Second value you are getting by writing this 2 pi k by 17 is equal to pi. When you solve this, you are getting k is equal to 17 by 2. So that whatever what we have written over here. So these values are in 17 by 4 and 17 by 2. Okay, after writing this, now you have to find out the range of this. So 2 pi k by 17 is equal to pi by 2, that I told you. So you are getting k is equal to 17 by 4. So approximately we can write 5, because we have to represent the value of k in the integer form. So 17 by 4, you are getting 6 point something. Oh, sorry, 4 point something, 4.25 exactly. But we have to represent this in form of integer value. So we are writing this as a 5, and then 2 pi k by 17 is equal to pi. So you are getting k is equal to 17 by 2. So that is that value we are writing is equivalent to 8. Okay. So here mod of h of k having value 1 for the range 0 to 4, because here we are writing the limits like this: 0 less than or equal to k less than or equal to 17 by 4. So here first we are taking 17 by 4 as a 4 over here, and the next limit we are writing 0. At that time we are using this integer value 5. 5 less than or equal to k less than or equal to value, that next value is 8. Okay, so here first we are writing the limits 0 to 4, and next we are writing the limits 5 to 8. Okay, and remaining is the repetition, that is 1 for 13 to 16. Okay, so just represent this equation in this format, and again apply the equation of impulse equation, or find out the inverse Fourier transform and get the solution. Okay, so in this, if I'm writing the equation, h of n is equal to 1 by m h0 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 m minus 1 by 2 real part of h of k e raised to j 2 pi k n by m. So when you apply all these values and simplify, here you are having the value 1 for the range k is equal to 4, or you can say 0 less than or equal to k less than or equal to 4. For that, your mod of h of k having value 1. So when you simplify this, you are getting the final equation, that is h of n is equal to 1 by 17, 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 4 cos 2 pi k n minus 8 by 17. Okay, now in this you apply the values of n from 0 to 7 and calculate the answers. First you have to apply 0 to 8, and then remaining values are the repetition that you can write with the help of symmetry. Just apply the value of n and try to find out the answer for this. Okay, you try to find out the answers and note down. At present, I didn't keep that answer in the slide. So you just write down this answer, apply the values of n and calculate for the values from h0 to h17. Okay. So you have to calculate the value from H0 to H8. Remaining values you will write with the help of symmetry. Okay, write down the next example. Determine the impulse response H of n of a filter having desired frequency response given by SD omega is equal to e raised to minus j omega m minus 1 by 2, 0 less than or equal to omega less than or equal to pi by 2, and 0 from pi by 2 to pi. Here m is equal to 7. Use the frequency sampling approach. Here desired frequency response is already given to you. Value of m is given to you. Cutoff frequency is given to you. Now you have to find out the value of h of n. Here m is 7. M is equal to 7. Please try to solve this example, which is very easy compared to the previous one, and you will easily get the answers. Calculate the value of h of n and share the answer with me. I suggest all of you to solve this example and share your answer, values of h of n with me. Here when you are applying m is equal to 7, you will get e raised to j omega, m is equal to 7, 7 minus 1, 6 by 2. So you are getting e raised to minus j 3 omega. In previous example, you are getting e raised to minus j 8 omega because m value is 17. Here you are applying the value m is equal to 7. So you are getting the final equation of this e raised to minus j 3 omega. Now calculate the impulse response of this and apply the value of n and let me know the answer. Am I audible to all? My voice is clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so here this is the second part. HD omega e raised to minus j 3 omega 0 to pi by 2 0 then pi by 2 to pi. Now you have to apply the value of omega, that is equal to 2 pi k by m. So 2 pi k by 7. In the bracket, we have written the e raised to minus j 2 pi k 3 by 17, but it is not 17. You have to take that value 7. 2 pi k 3 by 7. Okay, so your final answer for HDK is equal to e raised to j minus j 6 pi k by 7, 0 to 7 by 4, and 0 for the values of k from 7 by 4 to 7 by 2. So your limits are same as you have calculated in the previous one. Now here the range values are shown to you. 7 by 4, that is, here I have written the value, that is approximately 1, or approximately 1 I have written. So the first limit I am applying, that is when 1, that is 0 to 1, and for the rest of the values means pi by 2, 7 by 4 to 7 by 2. In that case I have taken the next integer, that is 2. So 0 for the values of k from 2 to 3. And again next is the repetition. So you can write value 1 for k is equal to 6. As this is m is equal to 7, so you have to calculate only samples from 0 to 6. So value 1 for the value of k from 0 to 1, 0 for the value of k from 2 to 3, and 1 for the rest of the value for the k is equal to 6. Okay, so here the equation is written. H of n is equal to 1 by 7, 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 to 3, the real part of h of k e raised to j 2 pi k n by 7. Okay, so when you apply the values, here h of k is equal to 1 for the range of k from 0 to 1 only. So we are applying that limits, and you are getting the equation h of n is equal to 1 by 7 in the bracket 1 plus 2 summation from k is equal to 1 post 2 pi k n minus 3 by 7. Okay, so now you have to apply the value of k from 1 over here only. So you are getting h0 when you are applying n is equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3. So you are getting these three values. Remaining values you will get with the help of symmetry series. So h0 is same as h6, h1 is same as h5, h2 is same as h4, and h3 is the center of the symmetry, or the symmetric line you are getting at this point. So that will be 0.4 to h3. Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you please move to previous slide where value of k is calculated?
Okay. Yeah.
सर इसमें 7/4 को 2 क्यों नहीं लिखा, मतलब मैंने 2 लिया था तो मेरा गलत आएगा ना?
हाँ, 7/4 को हमने 2 क्यों नहीं लिया है? मैंने एक्चुअली यहाँ पे आप 2 भी ले सकते हो, मगर आपको यहाँ पे समझना है. हियर यू आर गेटिंग द वैल्यू मोड ऑफ h ऑफ k. 1 मैंने कब लिखा है? 0 k लेस देन और इक्वल टू 1. ओके, क्योंकि हमें जो भी रिप्रेजेंटेशन करना है वो इंटीजर्स में करना है. तो फर्स्ट वैल्यू मेरा आ रहा था, मैं प्रीवियस इक्वेशन में जा रहा हूँ, यहाँ पे था 0 लेस देन और इक्वल टू k लेस देन और इक्वल टू 7/4. वहां पे वैल्यू मेरा 1 आएगा. 0 कहाँ पे आ रहा है? 7/4. सेम वैल्यू इज रिपीट ओवर हियर. 7/4 लेस देन और इक्वल टू k लेस देन और इक्वल टू 7/2. तो मैं अगर दोनों जगह 2 ले लेता हूँ तो प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट होगा, क्योंकि k का मुझे सिर्फ इंटीजर वैल्यू ही लेना है. तो मैंने फर्स्ट रेंज जो लिया है 0 लेस देन और इक्वल टू k, यहाँ पे आप लेस देन और इक्वल टू की जगह इक्वल टू लेस देन और इक्वल टू 7/4 की जगह you are taking the lower integer value, that is 1, that we say the lower ceiling value we are taking here, that is 1. and the higher ceiling value we are getting in the second case, that is 2 to 3. So यहाँ पे आप 1 भी ले सकते हो, 2 भी ले सकते हो, मगर आपको ये याद रखना है कि 1 आपको कहाँ पे अप्लाई करना है, फर्स्ट रेंज के लिए, जहाँ पे वैल्यू h of k का 1 है, that is the range of k from 0 to 1, और 2 वहां पे लेना है जहाँ पे h of k का वैल्यू 0 है. So here you can say the approximate value is 1 or 2. 1 is applicable for first line, 2 is applicable for the second line, because here we are not taking the average value, we are taking the lower ceiling value and higher ceiling value. Okay, Jinendra?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is how you can solve, and this is the final answer of this example. We have calculated the samples from H0 to H6. Okay, so with this we are finishing the example based on the frequency sampling method. So we have covered the Kaiser window method, frequency sampling method for the FIR filter design. So as far as FIR filter design is considered, we have completed both methods, windowing method and frequency sampling method. Two theories are remain that we will cover in the next lecture. That is the differentiator, and another is the Hilbert transform. Okay, after that we will go for the IR filter design. Okay, so with this, let me finish this lecture and let me take the attendance. If anybody have any query, you can please ask.